Good morning, true crime friends. Oh, it is a holiday. Honey, but true crime never sleeps. And neither do I. Yes, I still have a little bit of a cold. I'm feeling much better, but there is a lot for us to talk about. First of all, the state of Florida versus Ty Tucker. Listen, this dude, they're calling it the Treehouse murder case. I have a couple problems with this case. Number one, it was a tree house, but there was no tree. It also was not a house. See, what had happened was this dude, Matthew, had lived in a trailer. And he's like, I need a deck and possibly a tree house. But there's no tree, but he did not let that bother him. What he did was he took some wood and whatever else you build tree houses with, and he built like a ramp sort of around his trailer. And then I guess there was furniture in it. Okay. You know what there was in it? A lot of crack. A lot of crack. Not cracks like step on a crack, break your mother's back, like get high. I don't know how you smoke crack. Do you drink it? Do you shoot it? I don't know. There was a lot of, they were narcotics enthusiasts. So they were up there minding their business, drinking some liquor and smoking some crack, like you do when you live in a tree house. It's not really in a tree and it's not really a house. And some dudes came in to rob Miss Paula Belamonte. Now listen, Belamonte sounds like a very fancy name, but Miss Belamonte, she was not that fancy. She was into the sales and marketing of narcotics, but not all narcotics, just crack. I mean, listen, I guess if you find something that you're good at, you should really stick with that. Okay, good. So she was enjoying some nice crack with her friends, relaxing. Okay. And then two dudes came in. Hang on, I gotta change hands. My arm is tired. Two dudes came in and they were like, give us all your money. Give us all your drugs. And she was like, ah. And they were beating her and they were beating her friend. And she was like, help me. And her friend was like, have to give them the drugs. What you want from me? I'm high. And so she was like, it's right over there. Take it. So the two bad guys take the drugs. And then Matthew, the homeowner, the trailer owner, the tree house that was not really a tree house owner, whatever. Matthew came up the stairs and he was like, what's going on? And they stabbed him. He's no longer on this mortal coil with the rest of us. So he was unalive. The friend that was getting beat up was like, I'm going to have to find a new place to get my crack. So he left, I'm sure, quickly. There were tarps. He was like, I fell through a tarp. Okay, I'm not sure how homelessness works. I mean, I know how it works. You don't have no house. But I'm not sure how this particular tree house, whatever. He fell through a tarp, which is like falling through a wall. And he ran away. Fine. And so the bad guys got the drugs and they got the money and they left. Here's the thing. The cops come in and they raid a warehouse. There was also a house where a bunch of the unhoused lived, and they just arrested everybody because they're like, we heard that the bad guys was in here. We taking everybody down to the station. So they take everybody down to the station, and in their sweep of plucking up all these unhoused people, they arrested Ty Tucker. And they talked to him and they was like, oh, you wasn't there? Okay, have a nice day, sir. Please go enjoy your crack or your liquor or whatever you was doing. Meanwhile, they catch the killer, a dude named Detroit. Oh, okay, Mr. Detroit. Mr. Detroit was like, yep, I unalived that dude because, crack and money. Those are my favorites. And so I was trying to get them and he got in the way. So, yeah, it was an unfortunate unaliving. And they were like, okay, cool. Who else was with you? And he was like, well, I had a getaway driver named Travis. They were like, great. Where's Travis? So they called Travis and Travis was like, oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah, I was the getaway driver. But see, I didn't unalive nobody. See, what had happened was these dudes was planning to rob Miss Belamonte with her pinkies out. Do you have your pinkies out when you smoke crack? Unclear. Anyway, these dudes was planning to unalive Miss Belamonte because she had a drug deal gone wrong with somebody. Somebody was mad, whatever. And so I drove them over for the low price of a tank of gas. I agreed to be the getaway driver because, gas ain't cheap. And so he was like, but then I heard yelling and people calling help. And so I just drove off. I drove them there, but it was not a round trip. It was a one-way trip. And so I didn't get my gas. But let me tell you who it was. It was Detroit and it was Ty. And so they were like, wait, Ty? Ty who we arrested and let go? Oh, somebody go get Ty. So they go back over and they get Ty, and Ty's like, hey, how can I help you? And they were like, the getaway driver said you was there. He was like, I was not there. And they were like, okay, so we think you were there. He was like, right, but I was not there. Back and forth, back and forth. He's in jail. He's in jail for a long time. And then he hooks up with his high school girlfriend. Turns out his high school girlfriend is the heifer who started CrossFit. So she has millions and millions of dollars. And so she gets him bailed out and gets him an expensive lawyer. And for whatever reason, he was like, I'm going to represent myself, because these lawyers are not doing what I want them to do. Everybody is not doing the right thing. I'm going to represent myself. So Ty started working out, started going to CrossFit, gave up that narcotic, apparently, because he's looking great. Got himself a nice suit. Meanwhile, plus, listen, he went from living in a warehouse to living in the jail to living in a mansion. Okay, good for you, Mr. Ty. Got a good suit, getting a good night's sleep. Apparently went to law school. I'm not sure. But he's over there representing himself at a murder trial. And I'm like, sir, that seems ill-advised. Because, if that goes bad, you could go to prison forever, rest of your life. Oh, okay. Who am I to judge? Miss Paula Belamonte, though, she's like, yeah, it wasn't Ty. Ty was not there. I don't know why they think it was Ty. I was there. I saw my friend get unalive. Yes, I was high on crack and liquor, but it was not Ty. Oh, and now Miss Paula Belamonte is testifying for the defense. Okay. The state is like, we know it was him. We're going to put up the lead detective. So the lead detective is sitting there on the stand, and they roll out a video. Here's the video of the dudes going to the crime. Which one of those is Ty? She's like, I don't know. Do you know these were the killers? She's like, I'm absolutely certain that those are the killers on that videotape. And they're like, okay, how do you know? She's like, because John told me. Because Travis told me. John Travis, whatever his last name is. So they were like, right. But just looking at this picture, you can't tell who's who. And the videotape that we're using is evidence. Why did they even use this videotape as evidence if you can't recognize nobody? Everybody involved in the crime was like, yeah, I see that videotape. The getaway driver's like, I'm not even sure that's my truck, but I think that's Ty. Unclear. Listen, no DNA puts Ty on the scene. The lady who got beat up does not put Ty on the scene. No DNA evidence puts Ty on the scene. The only person who puts Ty on the scene is John Travis, who's now on probation for his role in this murder. Okay, I think he had reason to just name a name. I think it's just John Travis. I don't think anybody else. Oh, Detroit says it was Ty, but can we really believe Detroit? He was willing to unalive somebody for like a handful of crack. I don't know how much crack it was, but he was willing to unalive a dude. So like, and then Mr. Ty, who's running his own case, has proved that the state has mishandled a whole bunch of evidence. Listen, I would not typically advocate for anybody to be their own lawyer, but Ty is doing a pretty good job, especially considering he's kind of arrogant, kind of a pain in the neck. He went to the Kim Kardashian law school, which is to say he really did not go to law school at all, but he's doing a good job. Ty might get off. Listen, we're going to see. We're going to find out. Why the state didn't plead this out, I have no idea. Or maybe they were trying to plead it. I think I heard that they were like, okay, you could take 2 years. He's like, I will take no time at all, please and thank you, because I did not do this. Okay. It's going to be interesting to see how this one shakes out. All the lawyers are like, well, what he should have done was this lawyerly thing and that lawyerly thing. As a non-lawyer layperson, you know what I'm saying? I think he might get off. But I don't know nothing. Listen, in other true crime news, our favorite, my favorite psychic is back. Oh, yes, I'm talking about none other than Reverend Donna Serafina Donna. One of those is her real name. I'm not sure which one. She is the psychic from the Lori Vallow Daybell and Chad Daybell trial. Apparently, Chad Daybell's lawyer is like, hi, I would like to be off this case because Mr. Chad has run out of money. So, according to Reverend Donna Serafina Donna, apparently, when Lori was first arrested, Chad was free. And Chad could have hired her any lawyer he wanted. They had all that life insurance money. But Chad was like, oh, it's too bad you got arrested. I'm going to sit here over here in my house and miss you. And we can talk crazy talk to each other. But yeah, that's real sad that you now arrested. They arrested him. He was like, let me get the most vicious lawyer in the land. I'm going to get the finest lawyer that money can buy. And I'm going to use all my money to do all that life insurance money he got from unaliving those poor people. All that money is gone. And then he put up his house. All the money from his house is gone. Now that all the money is gone, 3-4 years on, his lawyer is like, hi, Your Honor, I can't do this. You notice that all the money is gone. Now that the money is gone, so am I. According to Reverend Donna Serafina Donna, that lawyer who was very vicious and was very like, I will fight to the end of the earth for my client. This should not be a death penalty case, is now going, I'm not qualified to do death penalty. Yes, I worked on it for 3 years. Yes, I spent up all this man's money. But now that his money is gone, I'm not qualified to do death penalty. So can I go? I have other, there are other scumbags. I have to, listen, these murderers can't defend themselves, except for Ty. But like, I gotta go. And so the judge could say, okay, we're going to drop the death penalty, but you got to stay on the case because you've been on it for 3 or 4 years. But Chad's lawyer is like, because the state does not pay as well as a private attorney. And I was hoping to get some of that private attorney money because we was planning on buying a private island. But no, it's a no. Okay. So the psychic has a lot to say about this case. And according to the psychic, Lori Vallow Daybell is possessed by a demon. Okay. I was not aware that demon possession was a real thing. I thought that was from like the movies, but clearly I am no expert. But she has thoughts and feelings, and she has a graphic depiction of what she says happened at the murders of Tylee and JJ and all them other people. And she has been communicating with all the people on the other side of the veil, and they have come back and they have told her exactly what happened and everybody's motivation. Can she predict the future? Can psychics predict the future, or do they just talk to the dead? I don't know how all of this works. Listen, I'm no expert, but Reverend Donna Serafina put out a new video the other day, and she was like, this is what's happening. But I was like, Donna girl, Serafina girl, Reverend, you just reporting the same thing Court TV reported. You not giving us nothing new. But she's out here, and she's running her mouth. Oh, she's teaching psychic classes now, too. So if you would like a psychic class, she can teach you how to be psychic. Wouldn't she already know how many students she's going to get? Listen, I'm just here as a gossip. That's not what my gifts lie. Last but certainly not least, we need to talk about this wedding. Oh, you know what wedding I'm talking about. If you like trash TV, like I like trash TV, you know that Christine Brown of the Sisterwives, she got married. Well, she got married in like October. Her wedding special aired yesterday. First of all, good for you. Congratulations, Christine. And so I'm watching the whole thing, and there was just like, it was happy. It was joyous. They had her mad ass husband. Oh, her husband is mad. Oh, he's big mad. And then she's married and happy. In watching the interviews for this wedding, there was one line. And listen, I'm sitting here in my bed. It's early on a Monday morning. It's a holiday. I don't have to be nowhere. And I was like, I'm going to leisurely watch this wedding. And one line made me sit up and pay attention. I was like, the shade. Oh, I loved the shade so much. She said, I'm here. It's a beautiful day. And I'm just so thrilled to have all 13 of my children here. Ma'am, you have 18 children. I mean, if you're going to count all the children from all the wives, including Robin, then that would give you 18 children, not 13 children. And then she went on to say, and I believe somebody else said this same sentiment. It's so wonderful to have like the whole Brown family back together. Meaning, Christine, Janelle, and their kids, minus Mary. Oh, and Mary's child, Leon, as well. They not counting Mary. They not counting Robin. They not counting none of Robin's kids. Oh. Everybody is thrilled to have the original Browns back together. Meaning, Robin Girl, she just went on national TV and said you broke up the family. Now listen, this has been your fear for all these years. This is what you were afraid of for all these years. And now Miss Christine has just said the quiet part out loud. The part that we all knew was true, but we're pretending like was not. And the part where everybody was like, we tried to integrate Robin into the family. But really what we got in that one little statement is just like, girl, you was never family. You not family. You not gonna be family. You never was family. Now, if your kids want to come around, then okay, because those are our children's have some kind of siblings. But for the most part, you not family. And you and Cody can have each other over there in poverty, because y'all selling off stuff and doing everything you can. Have you ever seen Robin Brown look sadder? Like, I don't know if she gonna stay with this man. Something tells me. I think that once things quiet down or whatever, that marriage is not going to last. But what do I know? I'm just your town gossip. Listen, my throat is dry. My ears hurt. My lungs are tight. Being sick is no joke. So I'm going to go on and sip the rest of my cup of coffee and probably go back to sleep because it's a holiday and mama can sleep in, and that is exactly what I am going to do. As a quick reminder, I am planning a members only Zoom tea. Yes, we are getting back together. We are having ourselves a cup of tea. So get on over there in the members space if you want to join our Zoom tea party. Oh, we hang out, child. We have fun. Space is limited. We're setting a date probably for later this week. That information will be released to our members. Coming soon. I'll probably set the day today. Actually, I have to just look and see what day we decided. Oh, I always forget to say this. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. We have 500 members. 500 subscribers. That's crazy to me. For the longest time, this channel was like 100 people. And in the last year, we got to like, excuse me, 5,000. Thank you, 5,000. That's crazy. I just sit here with like no foundation garments and no makeup on and run my mouth. Who knew that this would be a thing? Okay. Y'all have a great day. I hope you have a great day off, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.